Well, that's fun. From fear of it maybe breaking, I'm just gonna loop this for now. So be prepared. We're gonna listen to a lot of haircuts for men. I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried. YouTube, are you doing okay? YouTube, are you doing all right? Apparently, YouTube is suffering right now from some technical problems. I'm going to see if I can't fix it, but they seem to be having some issues, which is fine. That's not the end of the world. It's not like, hey, it's not like you guys are gonna be able to hear it over on the other side, anyways. You know. Uh, to which I always recommend putting out there. Go check out the VODs. But either way, um, it seems that this is not working for the moment. So hopefully it'll just loop around. The other concern I'm kind of worried about is that it won't just loop around. It'll like finish, and then it will try to load, and then it will break. That's the only other concern I have. But until then, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary, and if there's a part of this stream where we just go quiet for music, that's just gonna be the way that it is. So, thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you had a good time. Uh, I have still, I have some more things to draw. One of the things I definitely want to like pick up as a part of practice for what I'm working on is I want to draw some of the scenes that my characters have definitely seen and been in, and I definitely know one that my characters definitely have been in. Um, I'll try it anyways. I kind of didn't set myself up quite yet because I was trying to figure out what was going on with YouTube, because YouTube is very broken right now. YouTube is actually really broken right now. I don't know what its deal is. Oopsie. Knocked over my speaker. Try it again. Nope. Nope. Just fucked, huh? Yep, it's just broken. YouTube is broken right. Oh. I actually got it to work. I don't know how I got it to work, but I did get it to work. This is a very stupid thing I'm gonna start trying. So I don't have to. I did get it to load the video. I mean, for all I know, YouTube will fix by the end of by the time this is done. So here's hoping. Here's hoping. That's the dream, baby. Well, welcome to the stream, everyone. I'm your host, Isaac MCCanary. We're going to be doing some backgrounds and stuff. I'm going to be doing hopefully some character design. And mainly, I want to work on some people. I want to work on some people. Very vertical lines. It's going to be 3 people. I want to try some stuff. I'm always trying. I'm always saying that. I want to try some stuff. I'm always trying stuff. Trying stuff is what I do most of the time. I find. Trying stuff is my primary way of drawing things. So at least this time, it doesn't seem I was muted immediately, which is nice. One of the it was one of the concerns that I had. Do a helmet here. And what I want to do is I want to try, so like there's a couple scenes that I definitely want to like draw like somebody took like a picture of it. Essentially is what I'm going for. That's something that I really want to establish, is that, you know, somebody is documenting like the things that are happening. That's where all these like pictures and stuff are coming from. And I really want to be able to have those kind of resources so that way my players can like get an idea of like what the kind of space they're in is like, and get them much more acquainted with like what kind of people they've been running into and stuff like that. Got glasses, man. Got glasses, man, here. Because there's a scene that my players have had that involves some characters that we have. They had a little bit of screen time, but they didn't really interact with them, which is fine. It was kind of intentional that way. Like I really wanted to I wanted to introduce them as like something that the players are cognizant that they exist for the moment, but don't have to necessarily interact with. I think part of that will change in the next session, but for now, I just want to continue establishing that they're just some people. I want this guy to have a weird. Listen, I've never done a pompadour before, so why not? Even if this guy is just supposed to be kind of a shithead, well, no, I gotta give him that I gotta give him that Yaro energy. We'll do sideburns. Yeah, we'll do sideburns, I think. Right here, we've got. Actually, change that. This helmet's gonna be on this side. I need to work on his voice a little bit. That might be something I also might try to do, because I did notice, as I do struggle a lot with voices, actually, a little bit, is making them differentiatable. One of the things I was proud of is I do feel like I got Captain, and I actually really have Quincy down. I think Quincy is down very, very well because Quincy's very simple. He's just very flat, very reserved. He just talks down a little bit. He doesn't need. It doesn't really strain my voice that much. And that's something that I want to do a little bit more with like my kind of like voice variation in general is being able to capture a little bit more range in what I can do, so that way they all don't just sound like me. I also feel like I did that with this guy. A lot of delivery is also like kind of the attitude in which somebody talks with. So like with the doctor guy, I really tried to make him kind of like more timid and much more reserved sounding. I think that helped a lot with his character. Um, Definitely want to add. I want this guy. I want the Milsect officer that they ran into be very cavalier. So like he's not responsible. He's not responsible. This will also give me a chance to design the kind of gun that he uses. That maybe something like that. I mean, I do kind of like me an Uzi style. I kind of did like a test sketch and I did like just immediately draw a TMP and I was like, yeah, it's got to be a TMP. I like me a nice TMP. TMP is a cool gun. I can't help it. The TMP is a cool gun. We'll do this for now and then I'll probably go back through that. Just for now. Do that. Kind of sketch it out a little bit. Yeah, I want him to like kind of like be resting his arm on it. Kind of like that. And I want this. I feel like stuff like this is important to me, particularly when it comes to like designing, especially a character like this. Is I think it's a right move to really um, as far as like an officer style character to try to design him as like to not have his helmet on when he's first when he was first uh kind of introduced. That's something I want to be a pretty big part of the Mothership game. Is that like the parts that get like really crusty and like, yeah, this is shady or whatever. Like, I want it to always come back to that the situation is overall a lot bigger than what anyone is anticipating, and that everyone who's caught in it is a person caught in the situation, regardless of what their goals are. They're still like in the situation, and they are still having to deal with the situation. I've given this person homo energy. That means they have. Trying to think how I would design. So this is the first group. This is the group that my players are accompanying. These are the Rosebud people. Um, do I just straight up? No, it's too on the nose. Dead Space would kill me, but I really wanted to do that. I don't think I could, though. I couldn't get away with it. Dead Space would get mad at me. EA would take my balls, probably. They certainly would want some. They'd either tell me to cease and desist or to offer something to them, and well, can't afford either of those things. I can't afford either of those things. Actually, we'll go a little bit bigger because I want this to be like a clear portrait. Like they're just taking a headshot of them. Do this, maybe. And here, maybe? I definitely want this guy to be here as like I definitely want him to be standing here like this where he's not really engaging or saying anything. That's for damn sure. Nice. I know, you've been missing him. I've been missing you. Glad you could join. In duty calls, life calls. I'm not going to. I would never make anyone try to watch these. So, wow, can't even put me on in the background. Wow. I mean, any amount helps. So, I'm only judging you a little. Do like I do like this design I have going for everybody though, actually. This right here looks really, really good, actually. That I want this guy to be amicable. The big nose. I didn't mean to do that. Ain't nothing wrong with it. I just not what I'm trying to decide. I want that. I think I need to chunk out. Boy is screaming. Boy sure is screaming. Gave him beautiful eyelashes. Why? You always hate it when I have my keyboard in my lap, and I don't know why, you weird creature. Oh. says the keyboard was not made for lap. The lap was made for lap was not made for keyboards. It was made for me. Now he's gone. I definitely, yeah, I want to make sure to capture still the look that I have of the Milsect helmet, because I think the Milsect helmet is supposed to be very distinct. It's one of the most distinct parts of my character, of Milsect design, is that their helmets are very distinct. You need to remember what the hell rank did I make this guy a sergeant? I don't remember if I made this guy. I don't think I made him a sergeant. Well, he might be. He's either a sergeant or he's a or he's a corporal. I don't think he's a private. I don't think I made him a private. I should check that though. Well, he's not a pervert. I mean, all my characters are perverts because they're me. So that doesn't mean anything. Spoilers! Don't look at this. Oh no. I mean, that's fine. Oh no, two characters you Oh, actually that said some information on it. Don't you look at that. That's spoilers. Don't you look at that. That's spoilers. I really wasn't expecting it to pop up there, so damn it. Don't actually though. Actually don't. Thank you. Thank you. It's a surprise. I don't think it was that much of a spoiler, but it's certainly something that like I wouldn't want anyone to know until it happened. Oh, I haven't established. I don't think I have. I don't think I've given him any rank. I could make him like a sergeant or something. At first, at first I wanted him to be kind of like a hot shot, so I was thinking like I definitely wanted to be very like whatever, man. What the hell is going on here, man? What the fuck? I really want to give him the the Hicks treatment, the chopper treatment. So maybe you need to maybe a little bit higher. Maybe whatever, man. I don't know what the hell is going on. Why are you doing all this shit? Where the fuck are they coming from? Maybe. Whatever, man. I'm just trying to find I feel like whatever man is definitely the token phrase I want to go for whatever his voice is going to be. That's definitely what I want, like I want him to be very Hicks, so whereas Lydia's just character. She's just a female. So she's going to sound like one of my female characters. I'm making him Pog. I'm making him Pog. Why not? And these characters do not know each other, so they have no relationship. They're just on a job. At the moment, anyways. I am gonna leave it open to interpretation for the moment, but I do think that these characters do not know each other. I want to start off with that they do not know each other. The mimetic bag. Ooh, I'm really liking how this is coming out. But yeah, the guy in the background, the doctor, very, very timid, very, very quiet. Really wants to emphasize that he he's very nervous about the mission, and he's generally a man who has his nerves kind of shot all the time. He's under a constant amount of stress all the time. So yeah, yes, he's very worried. He's very worried about the mission. He's concerned that the mission is going to have a lot of problems, and he's hoping that he's able to get to the station and get what he needs and get out safely. So, and this is Lydia. This is lit. Well, see, this is the thing. This is the captain. This is Captain Joanna Powers. This is Captain Joanna Powers, and Lydia. Eh. Hi, I'm Lydia. I'm just kind of a girl. I'll just give her girl voice for. I don't really have a personality for her. She's just kind of spunky. She's just kind of spunky. You know? That's why I'm like, I really want to work on my range. I want to work on my range. So, I'm gonna try to do that every now and then to better kind of like solidify characterization. Actually, I kind of like that. Really, I feel like I'd make this go farther down, but I like her having kind of the shorter cut. Ah, shit. I think I gave him what's his name from Final Fantasy VIII. I gave him his hair. It's okay, from what I could tell. I would probably he's one of the only characters I should care about in that game. Sorry if you like 8 out there. We are 8 hate. We are certified 8 haters here. Sorry. Everything my friends have said about it, I don't think I would like it either. If you like 8, you're allowed to like 8. We do not like 8. We have reasons to not like 8, and you're like, well, you haven't played it. Maybe you would love it. Maybe I would, but I don't know. Based on everything they've told me and I've seen about it, I still don't think I would. And I am influenced by my friends. I trust that the things they have to say about Final Fantasy VIII would also ring true for me. Again, if you like 8, that's totally fair. 7 is my favorite. 7 is probably my favorite Final Fantasy, so. That's because it's really good. I mean, 7 astounds me for how much it does for being so early in like the video game canon, right? Like I would argue that 7 is responsible for a lot of determining that like video games can be much like a movie, very entertaining but also very impactful. Like writing really does matter in a video game. I think 7 did a lot to help with that. Not to say that 7 was the only one and that there weren't things before it, but like 7 was one of those games that just really got people to start finally thinking like, okay, yeah, no, video games can have writing and the writing can be good. And this is important to remember that that is with the understanding that the localization of 7 is a nightmare. I think that's why it's also reasonable to like be like, hey, 7 is a really important landmark game because 7 proved that video game writing, it can be nuanced even within its own quality, right? Like video game writing can be nuanced in so much that you can actually have a very well written game because of the presentation, not just because of the writing in it per se. I'll try something more like this. Actually, I'm trying to think how fabrics would work with that a little bit better. I also need to look at my reference for milsect to make sure that my milsect are looking correct. So have a milsect drawing. Give me one moment. Also, not just this, but there it is. That. I got to keep some stuff consistent, so I can draw this a little bit different. Always got to do the pressurization nozzle. Do something like that. I sometimes notice this. My kind of philosophy with hands sometimes is I draw a blob and I fill in the hand later. That's also something I like to do a lot. Is like that hand is a later problem, which sometimes is fine and sometimes is not so fine. But you know, that's how it goes sometimes. Kind of need to fix this guy's face a little bit, but I'm trying to figure out what would do it. Like that. That's better. I also don't know if it's some weird unspoken rule, but I feel like when it comes to mouths, people mouths, like I don't know. It's better to have the mouth just on one side. I don't know why. Like weirdly enough, if you make the mouth too realistic in my experience, it makes it look worse. Yeah, I really want to make it clear that this guy is like all business. A little bit wider. Oopsie. Just realized how I wanted to draw that. Oh well. I'll have to mess with that here in a second. And now I'm gonna have him standing in a way that I literally used to stand when I was a kid. This is how I used to stand. I used to stand the heels together straight up like this. And I don't remember why. I don't remember why I started standing like this. I just did. This is just how I stood at one point. I don't know why to this day. Certainly wasn't because I thought it was all that cool. I just thought it was like really, I don't know. I just like to stand like this. I think there was a reason, I just don't know why. 'There we go. Actually need to drop his glasses down maybe a little bit. I think they're a little high. That just gives him 6 shades, which I don't necessarily want. 6 shades aren't necessarily what I'm going for here. Oh my god, I finally did it. Well, first off, I made it backwards, but paying attention to where the glasses are going based on the contour of the face. That's how glasses, believe it or not, are made to fit the human face in a specific way. Believe it or not. And no, he's not secretly an android. This is not gonna be an Ash situation. Androids androids have not advanced enough to be indistinguishable from people. They are intended to still be recognizable in this setting. So no, he's not secretly going to turn out to be an android or anything like that. He has his own secrets. Then he's going to die in session 1, and we'll never have to see him again. I'll never have to draw him again. Boy, I can't wait for how many characters I'm going to draw once, and then they'll be dead the next fucking episode. It's going to be the pain of running a campaign that I did say would probably be somewhat lethal. Gonna have to get used to that, I guess. This is the thing. I think where I'm at when it comes to designing that element of the game, I do not want to outright kill anybody. I actually really don't. I don't want to just be dead, but I definitely want it to be like if people are hurt, it's something they need to address and deal with. And if they don't, then that's the risk of people dying. Like, I want the risk of death to be because of inaction or having to make a hard decision, not because you rolled bad and had bad luck. Like, I want it to be like death happened because you were overcome, not because you had some bad luck. That's definitely something I want to make clear. Though, I will say, like, this is one thing that I'll have to get used to with this system, is that I think, largely speaking, Mothership does want to kill its players, and it does want to kill its characters. Like, I think by design, it really wants to be very lethal. It does. And there's nothing wrong with that. I like that about it. But it does mean that I run into this kind of like, I run into this problem of like, huh, huh. So what do I do? It does pose a bit of a threat to me to just be like, well, I guess I just kill your character. Though I have plans like for what'll happen if anybody dies. Like, well, what if they die in the next session? I don't know. Well, I'll have to Calvin Ball a little bit, I guess. I guess I didn't plan for if anybody would die in the next session, but I'm not saying it can't happen. I'm not saying anyone couldn't die in the first session. Granted, I ended up not getting far enough to put anybody in enough danger, but God, if that would have been the way that somebody would have had to have gone. Darker hair on him. Definitely blonde. This boy definitely blonde. I do like this thing that I've drawn. Like these characters. I like this character kind of interaction that I've illustrated cuz like that's the thing is like I really wanted to, like a lot of things, I really just want to be able to, especially with stuff like this very very early on, is I want to be able to display like, hey, this is what the people look like when nothing's happening. Because I think something important to establishing like a lot of character and stuff is like being able to see people just in regular, like how do they talk, how do they act, how do they behave when nothing is happening. And I think this is a good establishing point for all three of these characters. I think it really does a lot to cement like the kind of person that they are. Actually, I have not. I need to roll this. I need to roll this real fast. I need to roll what patch she's wearing. I don't know what patch she's wearing. No, that's not gonna help me. Oh no, that's not gonna help me. Yeah, I think I rolled one of the characters here for their patch. I want to make edits. I just want to roll what kind of dumb shit patch she got on her goddamn outfit. And if it's already been taken, I'll re-roll it. I won't roll the same patch, but there's literally 100 of them. That's interesting. Okay. All right. All right. It's so specific that I have to look up a reference of this, and I hate that. I hate that I have to look up a reference for this, but it is something very, very specific. Oh my god, she's a Zoomer! She's definitely younger than everybody else. She has to be the youngest character in this. Fuck. Okay, but I thought this is actually what her patch looks like. Hold on, I know what to do here. You're damn right. I did, in fact. I did. Her, her, it is the fire emoji. That is what I actually rolled for her, is the fire emoji. Hey! It looks like YouTube fixed itself. YouTube was having some issues earlier, okay? It was rough. I don't know what the hell was going on with it. It was weird. Just being weird. I gotta do this right. I gotta go this way, right? That. That. Trying to take it. This is so stupid. This is so dumb. Down to 20. Oh, that's perfect. There you go. There it is. Take it. Grab it. Oh. Sure, make up your mind. Are you going to be in my lap or not? Are you going to be in my lap or not? Hello. You can't chew on that. You know it. God, I need to figure out what was it? A pinup of Betty White riding a rocket. It's too perfect because like I didn't so like a part of the charm and the reason why you choose these is like it helps to like kind of it does give you like an idea of like okay what kind of person is this because on some level it does like reflect them like you don't really get a choice but it gives you an idea um so like him being like the hot shot also getting a pinup is like a little too perfect. These are like white. And with a finer. Something like that. I haven't decided whether or not I want to give them all gloves or whatnot. Definitely he has gloves, though. God bless you. Oh, ads. Oh, sir. Trying to lick off my skin. Easy. Are you sick? You've been sneezing a lot. You sneezed all last night, too. I heard him sneezing last night. I don't know if he was sick or not, but hopefully not. Ad break. Go get a water. Go get an agua if you need. Make sure to drink your water. I should. Hey. I like this. I think this is exactly what I was wanting to go for too. Like I got pretty much everything I want. Now just gotta draw the rest of the owl. And I like this as like this was a photo that was taken as like, this is what they looked like when they were when the crew was like walking up and they got like stopped in the hallway. That's like something that I really enjoy about drawing this. Something about this also was like kind of stuck in my head since that session. Like I wanted to draw this anyways. Like I think it better establishes like, what exactly this other group is. Like it's not just a bunch of schmoes. It is a bunch of schmoes, but not a bunch of schmoes who are just there to get themselves killed. Because in fact, if I put a character in my setting, even if they're not an important character, I'm not one to design a character whose sole purpose is to die. I don't think I would ever do that. Now, if they could die, can they die? Yes. But I don't think I like if there's anyone in this group who's quote unquote designed to die, I think you all could guess who it is, and even then I'm like, do I want to just kill them? I don't think so. I think I want to give them some investment because what's the point in a death if you can't at least get a little bit of investment into that person before you kill them? So, like even if anyone dies, like I'm gonna make their death like very characterized as well, even if it happens like super early. Because like I don't want them to just be, oh yeah, their whole purpose was to die. They didn't have a like. I don't like stuff like that. That's like actually one of my issues at the beginning of Dead Space. Is Dead Space has a bunch of people die, but you didn't get to know any of them. Sure, Isaac, the character, probably knew who they were. We didn't. We didn't even get any characterization with them. They just get killed. I don't know. I don't like when a character just gets killed. I guess. I think a death should be meaningful, even if it's something that can and should happen in the setting, and even frequently. I want it to like be, yeah. I want it to. God, I kind of hate these ad breaks. So I want to keep drawing. Maybe I should just keep drawing because I'm just like I fix something. I need to fix something. I need to fix something. I want to start fixing some shit. Damn it. I don't know what. I don't know why I was like I need to stop whenever an ad break pops up, but it is the way that I do this. So I probably should just do something else then if it's too obstructive. I should just be like, I'm just going. Who cares? I don't know. I want to be polite. Welcome back, anyone who had ads. Welcome back, everyone who had ads. One of the things. Oops. There we go. That's much better. Get the back of his head a little bit big and round. That's much better. I also like the idea of this officer like really disarming the like characters and stuff by like clearly being just like, yeah, I work for Milsec, but that's all I do is I just work for Milsec. Like I want to make it clear that like clearly he's an officer, like he's an officer of the law, but like, you know, I want like parts of his personality to be like pretty disarming otherwise. Yes, in the space future where this is all you need for armor. That's also something I want to like into. Is like, yep, that's all you need. So I also binged. I actually binged two pieces of media recently. I I re-listened to well, re-listened to. I reread. I should say reread, even though they were audiobooks. Yeah, reread, re-listened to. I redid a couple books. One book. I kind of mentioned that I wanted to reread it, so I decided to take the plunge, and boy, I'm glad I did. It was it was Frankenstein. Frankenstein was very, very good. I knew it was good. I like read it in high school, and I was like, man, this is one of those books that I go, wow, maybe I can like a book if I really got into it. And to no surprising, it was a science fiction book. Honestly, I am honestly surprised. There are a couple books that I read in high school that I'm like, I'm glad that I got to read these, and I'm also glad that I took an AP English course because I don't think I would have if I had not taken an AP English course at some point. I don't remember why. I like took regular English and I went, I don't even know why, but I was like, yeah, I should do. I don't know what made me determine that I shouldn't do not AP from that point on, but I definitely changed my mind later. That was weird. I kind of pick and chose what I wanted to do AP on. I wasn't actually that much. I liked being academic when I was younger, but I didn't necessarily. I guess I just didn't see myself as smart as like my brother, my older brother specifically. So like I was like, I don't want to take like a bunch of AP courses. I'll take the ones that I think I can actually be good at, but the other ones I don't care about. And I think I eventually changed that because it was like, ugh, this is awful. Um, that said, like that's not the classes were bad. Actually, I think the teachers were fine. But then again, usually I get along with the teachers. Got along a lot better with a lot of the teachers back in my day. Um, but Frankenstein was one of the books that we actually read, and I was really glad that we did because like it's really goddamn good. Hey guys, I don't know if you knew this, but Frankenstein is like really good. Almost to the point of it's what's incredible to me about Frankenstein is not that it's so good, but that to a certain extent, it's one of the most missed points piece of media I've ever seen in my life. Oh my god. Like I remembered back in high school being like really surprised by what Frankenstein had in it. Like I was not expecting the not only was I not expecting the monster to talk, but I was also not expecting the monster to have a viewpoint of any kind, let alone one as progressive as it does in a lot of ways. And it like deals with a lot of like philosophical shit that I was not expecting, that I really enjoyed when I was younger, and I really enjoyed this most recent reading of it. Because like for me, what makes uh, Frankenstein work, and why I'm like it's not simply a reanimator story, because if it was just a reanimator story, then it would be about a guy being brought back to life, and a lot of the philosophical stuff wouldn't really make sense in context. It could, but it would be a different thing, because it would be more like a guy dealing with the fact that they were dead and now alive again. That's not what the monster deals with. That's not what the monster deals with at all. The monster deals with something very, very different, which is why I kind of believe that Frankenstein is not a reanimator story. It's a story about like an automaton trying to like figure out how to exist. It's like much more about like creating a sentience than it is creating an undead person. Um, and like it wrestles so much more with the like question of almost like, should we give something that wasn't alive life in so far as even to make it like a sentient being? Like, should we do that? And that's why I'm like that. Frankenstein is not just simply a guy brought somebody back to life, because I would even argue that the bringing them back to life is not a major element to the monster. The monster being a reanimated corpse is not really a concern to the monster, other than that other than the monster knows that they're really fucking ugly, like they're really fucked up. That's the only thing that seems to be the monster's concern. But the monster's concern is not like once being a living man. Like if anything, it's not really concerned about that. It's more concerned about like its own nature of existence, which is like kind of incredible for especially the period that it came out in. I mean, it's why she's kind of hearkened to be the grandmother of science fiction. It's one of the first science fiction pieces, and I just really didn't know it was just a science fiction piece. Because again, I think a lot of people think Frankenstein and they think, oh, you mean the guy that was brought back to life? The big weird zombie man? Like, well, yes, but no. But not actually, there's more. But actually, there's more. And then I also, once that was done, I decided to switch it up. And John and I were talking, and it was like, I don't remember how it got exactly brought up, but I was like, oh yeah, I should go revisit some Poe, and I'm glad I did. Guys, if you need something to read, and by read I mean you need some audiobooks for Spooky Month, there is some Edgar Allan Poe out there that is read by Sir Christopher Lee, and it is quite good, because it's fucking Christopher Lee. So I highly recommend that. Highly recommend that. Fucking working now, huh? That's just not working now, huh? I'll save space where I can. Wait, is it that smart? Wait, it's not smart. Yes. I guess. Oh. Is that smart? No, it's not that smart. Something like this. Background here. Oh, if you were a good artist, you would have drawn this first. Yeah. If you were a good artist, you would have drawn this on a different layer. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, well, I'm doing it this way, though. Funny is the Rosebud team is wearing a lot of white, so can't really do much in the way of that. Could go really, really light, though. Like that. Kind of take that out a little bit, too. Kind of darken up the background a little bit is what I'm going for here. Oh, actually. Ah, beans. Did I miss a line? I think I missed a couple lines, actually, here. Did, in fact, miss a couple lines. Down to 5. Why is it doing that? Why is it... What? Well, I don't know what it's doing. That was odd. I don't know why I was doing that. This might be a whole stream. We'll see. So I'm like, I feel like I'm making good progress, but I also feel like I'm going a little slow. Just slightly. I don't know. It doesn't feel quick to me. Stream, 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 stream. It's a little. There we go. I've gotten much better with ears too. I feel like for a while there I was really struggling with ears, believe it or not. I don't know. I just didn't like drawing them. I just really did not like drawing ears. I thought they were weird. And that's not to say like I was like always that way even. Like there was just a period where it's like I really don't want to do ears and I don't know why. Just really didn't want to. Can't even explain my aversion. Just really didn't want to draw them. A little bit sharper. Get that in there. They've created a dreaded circle. They've created a coven. I think we're all just kind of programmed now to like form a circle like this whenever whenever people are just in a group doing nothing. Because I feel like I've made a circle a couple of times recently that I'm just like, this is just what we do, huh? This is just how we. This is just how we statically socialize. Is we just make a circle, huh? About the human person that what is about human beings that when a group of them get collected that they just want to make a circle. It's true, but then there's also like the feeling that like but the circle is also like just for anybody who's included in the circle. And that add a little bit more to the background, I think. Trying to decide, I might try something here. Yeah, I like that. I like that. I'm glad I did that. Oh fuck. I need the Starbus symbol. Oh Jesus, I don't want to make it every time. Did I? Well, I might be able to steal it. It's not stealing if it's my design. No, I don't want to do that. It'll look bad. I just gotta do the right thing, and the right thing is doing this. It will be the right thing. We'll see. I've just learned that then I need to stencil more. Like, having a stencil helps a lot, actually, for me. Like, sometimes, believe it or not, when you have to do font, you just need a stencil. You just need a stencil. So I'm making a stencil. Exactly what it's for. In fact, this here, right? Perfect. Let me see if I can remember how I want to do this part. Go down more. Let's go down to 10. Yeah, because I want this to go like that. Ah, there it is. There we go. Easy. I just have to do that for the rest of the goddamn stencil. Hey, what the, how did I? Oh no, can't do T. T doesn't matter. I won't try to stay too much longer on this. About done. Well, that's what I should do, actually. I've learned something. I've learned something. I need to use the outside of the ruler, not the inside of the ruler when I'm doing that. Understandable. It works. It's a pain in the butt, but it is gonna work. Star. So for this one, make sure that it's on this side. There we go. That's using my dang noodle. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I was trying to say. What do I need to do? Oops. I need to block it out for now. I'll go through with a thicker one. Thicker eraser. Other direction. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, no, I don't need to do it twice. Haha. Well, actually, no, I do. Back. I thought it was gonna be clever. I wasn't clever. Boy, that's gonna stink. That's gonna... that wasn't that bad, actually. I think I just thought it was gonna be worse. Alright. Okay. Now what do I need to do? Hide this. Perfect. Perfect! Hey, Knight! Welcome, Slime Knight. I just... this... Well, Walmart would Walmart get mad at me for that? This isn't Walmart's. This doesn't belong to Walmart, does it? Oh, oh. I mean, if you gotta get some rest, always remember get some rest. If you can join, I'd be happy, but if you need rest, get rest. Take care of you. Nobody should watch my stream if they're doing it at a deficit to themselves. Really, genuinely. Like, actually, no. Take care of yourself first. I wouldn't want anyone to watch me if it meant them not taking care of themselves. Uh-huh. It's always the risk, though. It's always the risk. But for real, like, you gotta get rest. I ain't gonna be mad. And I appreciate it. I appreciate stopping by. Shout out to the 4 a.m. watchers. What are you doing here? Some people just like to watch my stuff at 4 a.m. I can't stop them. I just question them. I just tell them, what are you doing? Go to sleep, you dummies. I do like how this has come out actually a lot. This has come out really, really good. Grumpy pants. Grumpy pants. In your grumpy pants. That. And so, there we go. Gotcha. But for real, thank you for stopping by. Take care of yourselves. Take care of yourself. Always take care of yourself. No? Can't watch if you're in incredible pain. Like I said, I can't stop anyone from watching. However, I will always encourage you to take care of yourself before doing anything here. I need to do that more for myself too. Goes both ways. I'm trying to actually. I'm just like I need to find more excuses. Hang out with people and do things. I definitely was. I was on a bit of a bit of a grind there, and I mean I still am in a certain sense, but certainly I've been trying to reduce it as much as possible. I'm certainly not as like gung ho as I was when I first started, but I feel like that's fine. I feel like I've at least gotten to the point that I'm like, you should just chill a little bit anyways. There's one thing, hey, I want to give it like a bit of advice for everybody out there, like trying to put things on the internet. Sometimes you just gotta like take a step back from the internet and just be like, hey, internet, you do your thing. I'm just gonna be over here for a second doing my thing. Because sometimes I feel like it's easy to like get a little bit discouraged by the internet, actually. Not because of all the things that are being posted, but sometimes when it's just like, when it's stuff like this where it's like, I just want to share my stuff. And it feels like, man, how does anybody get their shit shared? Um, it's sometimes nice to just be like, you know what? Is it really about that? Does it really have to be about that? I don't think it does. I don't actually think it does. I think sometimes it's nice to just be like, I'm not doing this to make sure that it even succeeds. I'm just doing it because something I wanted to do. I think it's important to remember that if you're making something on the internet is, are you putting it out there because you're specifically needing it to succeed, or you just wanted to get yourself out there? You just wanted to put something on the internet. And for me, that's always what it is for me. Now, granted, I feel like I've had a very strange experience with the internet because I feel like on one hand, I forget how much of the internet I actually have like participated in my time, which is a lot more than the average person. I've actually participated in a lot of internet in my time. Um, but also at the same time, I feel like weirdly outcast, but I think that's also just because I am all over the place on the internet. I'm not any one place anymore. And I'm always kind of hop skipping around on the internet. I feel like I've gone through several different communities, and like the one that I've been like, the most recently focused on is like everything that has to do with my stuff. But like I've been like on so many internet forums and so many internet lists that like I need to sometimes remind myself that yeah, I know how to interact with people on the internet. I've been doing it for a long time. I actually have been doing it for a really long time. I've been on many places and spoken to many people who've done a many a thing that most people would never even talk to. I was personally acquainted with the developers of Primal Carnage back in the day when their community was really really big and hype. Like I remember being kind of like a token individual in that community. Like whether I was whether it was a good thing or a bad thing, people knew who I was, including the developers, and it was really cool to like have that experience. So like I've been around. I know how to make contacts. I know how to talk on the internet. I know how to talk to people on the internet. So I gotta remind myself that sometimes. I think sometimes I forget. Nah, I don't need that. Nah, I don't need that line. But I do like this. I like how grumpy I've made this man. I'm very happy with how grumpy I've made this man. He's supposed to be grump. He's supposed to be gumpy. He's supposed to be gumpy. Glad I made him gumpy. I also like the shape of the head that I gave him. He has a very good. He has a very good head shape. This is I feel like much more solid in like doing stuff like this too. I feel like I've really nailed this kind of like being able to like really iron out and hammer out a like character design like this. They look good. They look good. Don't know if that's the kind of SMG I want to give him, but I think this is the kind of SMG he has now. I don't know, but it's what he's got now. I want it to be in front. Gotta get his milsec from colors. I still think we should have made this guy a freaking weeb. I really was like, you want to know what came to my mind when I rolled that he had a pinup? So it's just like, oh god, he has a pinup of Hatsune. I don't know why. I don't know why I thought of Miku. I don't know why. I'm not even that big of a Miku guy. I like Tito more. I know Miku. I know Tito. I know Rin. I know Lin. Just the same name. I actually don't know their names. I don't know the two blondes. I know they're both blonde. No one. I know they're twins. I'm trying to give this guy more of a smug look, but I don't actually know how. Go with that for now. We'll go with that for now. Might make his head a little bit bigger. I don't know. Is his head big enough, guys? That's big. The weird thing about human beings, their heads are kind of freakishly big. There we go. I really like how expressive everybody is in this picture, actually. That's something I really like about it. something. I don't know. Adding a little bit of texture. Environment. Getting some more, getting just more stuff on it to be like, oh, okay, so this is a space. This is a space that people are in. Yeah, I like this actually a lot. This came out really good. Liked quite a bit. Came out real good. Darken that up a little bit in the background. Just a little bit. Go a little bit thinner. Uh, say it. It's not him. Nobody say it. Nobody say it. It's not him. He's my original character. He's not the adult version of that who would go into the army and then be completely traumatized by it because he went, this is not what I thought it would be. Ain't Johnny. It ain't Johnny. Not one for Test Man. I was not one for the Test Man, actually. Was not for me. That's better. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I like that. That looks good. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that came out really good, actually. Oh, that came out really good, actually. What have I been on? What am I doing? I've been capable of this all along. Well, the answer is actually yes. This is the funny thing, is like, don't get it twisted. I've actually feel like I've always been able to do stuff like this. I just really struggled a lot to try to like figure out how to nail it. I feel like I struggled a lot with like actually I had a hard time getting what I wanted onto paper and feeling like it was going to be good every single time. I actually struggled with that quite a bit, believe it or not. Felt like I had to do a lot of like scrubbing just to get something to look good. And I put a lot of work into something that felt to me like it wouldn't take anybody of the same of equal or better skill to do in like less time. That was something I really struggled with. Hell yes. God damn, that looks good actually. Been on my shit. Been on my shit. It's good. Well, the alternative is not being on my shit, which is not good. Not being on your shit is no good. No good. I'm also just glad that whatever the hell is happening, whatever was happening to YouTube figured itself out. Thank you, YouTube. I'm proud of you. Oh, we're gonna have an ad break here. Let me see if I can do this real fast. Perfect. Perfect. And I'll draw over it to make it a little bit more you know. Ooh, I like that. There we go. Perfect. God damn it. That's still a weird thing that you do sometimes, YouTube, and I still don't know why. All right. A minute, and we'll probably switch. We'll probably switch to a different thing. Oh, I know what I need to do next, and I know it'll go really quick. Is I need to do this style in one of the corridors, actually, which will be very fun. I think I like that corridor came out really good, and then I tried to do it in a different style, and it looked like ass. Hated it. So I was like, fuck that. Ah, yes. I actually really like the detail, the Starbus banner in the background. Like, should I add more? Probably. Do I really want to? Not really. Why? Because it's a lot. That took a lot of work to get that there. And I don't want to add more. I really don't want to add more. Oh, I should figure out for Rosebud what they would have. I'm gonna use this. We're gonna do one more thing, I think. Yeah. I think they'll have like a Rosebud icon. Um so this is something that I just need is I just need a master list of different I need a branding master list. Not the branding master list. Well, at least we got the VOD title. I don't think I really said anything funny earlier for Dead Space, so I don't have one for that one. What's funny is the most noticeable thing on the girl because you guys I didn't even these people didn't really even introduce themselves. They just kind of harassed my crew. So my crew doesn't know their names. So you guys don't know their names. So I can't say their names. There we go. Really want to get this guy to be like a loud ass. There we go. Perfect. All right. Ads are about done. I gotta do one more thing. I gotta welcome back everybody. I gotta figure something out. But once I do, then we'll move on to a different drawing thing because I'm about done with this one. And what I need to do is I need to do an icon for Rosebud. I think what I'll do. Start in the middle. Yes. What is it, Silent? Said man. Yeah, that's it. That's how you know the Rosebud. That's Rosebud's branding right here. Blow it up a little bit. Ooh no. This is what Rosebud branding looks like. I think that gets the. Does that get it across? I think it gets it across. I think this makes sense. Rosebud. I'm very happy, though. I have to say, I did it. Welcome back, Slime. I did do a silly where I had to look up. So I've been looking up also a lot of sound effects. So I was looking up free sound effects online, and then I couldn't find any of the free sound effects online. So I had to look up on YouTube a certain sound effect. And it turns out Starbus is not that creative of a company name because Airbus does literally exist. And I'm like, God damn it, nothing's original. So And then I did Toshiba on accident. That one was on accident. I did do Toshiba on accident. Because I forgot Toshiba was was a brand of electronics. I did forget that. And now they make robots in this setting. So Toshiba, don't get mad at me. I just chose a name. Turns out that your name, pretty well known electronics manufacturer. um, Rosebud better not be real. If Rosebud is a real pharmaceutical company, then they will be making zombies. They are just Umbrella because you can't be named Rosebud. That's too evil. It just sounds like an evil corporate name. At least to me, anyways. I mean, it's probably nothing, but maybe do I want this? See, I thought about putting it on his chest like that. He one on her back? Maybe? This will be fun because I will also get to do the same treatment to my players when I finally lock in their designs, which I have some ideas based on the details that they gave me. Um like that, right? Take this and I can trace through. And yes, her posture is awful. That'll probably be a part of her character, is that she's just got real bad posture. Your stream just crashed. Oh no. Twitch is trying to stop. Twitch is trying to stop me. Always, always Twitch trying to stop me. There we go. Get that mouth open. Loud ass. Get that. Get that. Loud ass mouth open. That's much better. Gave him Dracula fangs on accident. I didn't mean to do that. He's not a vampire. Not yet, anyways. Ah, spoilers! Guys, it's space vampires. I shouldn't have done one. Now you guys are gonna be like, ah, dang it, it was just space vampires again. Yep. Yep, it was just space vampires again. Sorry, everybody. Spoiled the whole dang game. I do like that crease, actually. It's pretty good. I actually think as far as like my male characters go, these are two of my best male characters I've ever drawn. That I don't know how I feel about that. Listen, I had a phase. I drew a lot of female characters. Like a lot. I was processing some shit. I think there. I'll call it there on this one. I don't I this one took a little bit longer, but that's because there were three subjects in the picture. I drew three people. It's a lot of people to draw. It's a lot more than one person, so when is lunchtime for space pies for space pyres? Space pyres eat lunch at the same time that you do on Earth. At noon o'clock. It's noon, wherever noon is for you. It's high noon somewhere in the world. Thank you, Mr. Mercer. Riveting, Mr. Mercer. Noon is the worst hour after morning. I don't mind noon. I actually don't mind morning either, though my mornings have gotten rougher. I used to actually be more of a morning person, and then like over time, mornings have just steadily gotten worse for me. They've just been bad. They've just been bad. I don't know why. Do I want to give him like a weird little dangly? I want to give him like a weird little Padawan dangly. Nah. Thought about giving him like a little dangly hair, but I think he just has a short haircut. Anything before 11 is the worst. I don't know. I yesn't. I feel like I've been on both sides. I've been on both sides, and like I still am a day walker, largely speaking. But I feel like I've had both experiences. I give this guy a little bit of stubble. Yeah, I really like the designs I made here. Boy, I can't wait to see which one of these die first. I can't wait to see which one of these characters dies first. Like I said, there's like I think clear and cut the one who's probably going to be the most red shirt out of them, but that's up for you guys to guess because it might not be clear. It's clear to me, but I did the writing, so but I also made them all look so charming now, didn't I? So because here's my thing, I don't necessarily think that even the most dislikable person in this picture deserves to die immediately because a dead character can't do anything. So like I don't necessarily want even any of these characters to like die immediately. Um I don't want her to die. Okay. Like we're only getting 2 done today because that one took a lot longer, but that's fine. Like this was just a sketch, so that one didn't take that much time. Um Hell yes. I do want to work on this. I remembered working on this and being like, fuck, that came out good. I've never actually done graphite, believe it or not. Like I feel like I've done sure I've used a pencil, but that's not really graphite. When I learned what graphite really was, I was like, "Oh, that's kind of neat," but I never actually sat down and like ground out a bunch of graphite to try it out. I've never actually done it. And I think I would really enjoy doing it. Graphite dusting is really different. And it's very malleable is I think the thing that I like about it so much. Because you can like really push things around. You can really erase in and out too. That's another thing I really like about it. Oh, a little bit darker. Same stuff at the other one. I don't remember. Did I end up flattening this? Actually, or if I even curved it. Oh, yeah, I flattened those. That's good to know. Okay, good to know. I couldn't remember if I did or not. Means I should really just take this, put it here. say like darkest point because just the darkest point. Not because I know what I'm doing. Hey, Brad. I downloaded. Hey, I downloaded it. I promise. I downloaded it. We did, and I'll probably Sean and I will do a one-off, probably closer to Halloween. So yeah, I'm totally excited. I know you have talked about everybody who doesn't know. This is this is voice actor for Brad Vickers from the PlayStation 1. Evan, you're a really cool guy. Appreciate you. And you're in a video game. Again. So I am excited. It looks good. It looks up my alley. So I like Resident Evil. I like Silent Hill. I like a lot of survival horror. And in fact, like flip side, Brad, I'm gonna be hopefully having session 2 this Saturday for this game. This is actually for my mothership game. So you're not that old. I mean, you probably could be my dad, but I actually don't know. I'm 32. So, you're old. I'm child old. I'm old because I'm not a child anymore, but I am a child. I'm currently running a mothership game, which is a tabletop game. And this is assets that I'm making, preparing for it. And we had session 1 2 weeks ago. Unfortunately, we couldn't stream. We couldn't do another session this Friday, most recent Friday, because my friend's life exploded. To which, isn't that just the way you start a tabletop game, and then suddenly everyone's lives want all of the things to happen? You're just like, God damn it! I swear it's a curse. But we're running in Mothership, and it's been really good. Ooh, that's good. That means I'm drawing good. The idea I'm actually going for is that these kind of like sketchier, graphite-ier pictures are actually supposed to be photographs for the players. In fact, this isn't spoilers. I can show it. Well, no, it's kind of spoilers. I threw some stuff. Well, meh. Eh. It gets people to watch. But we're actually using something called, believe it or not, we're using Miro, and it's working out because again, this is Mothership. So I've had a lot more focus on the kind of like corporate vibe of the game. There's a lot more focus on the corporate setting of this. I've taken a pass at this setting before, and it was mainly to focus on more like my interest in Alien and Dead Space, like from the like kind of Alien and Dead Space standpoint of the creature side. That's the first time I took a pass at this. Was I really like the creatures of Dead Space. I really liked the atmosphere of Alien and like how it treated the alien. And then I really liked oh, that's because I'm getting distracted. This is what I mean. So we have a Miro board, and I am constantly updating this Miro board with information as well as assets for the players. So the actual drawing program I'm using is Fresco, though, which is nice, honestly. But no, this is actually our play space, is this, and I like to joke that this is the most irresponsible use of Miro ever, and I'm so happy that this is what we're using. Like, it's actually working really, really well. And as the game is going to go on, this is like going to expand out. Yes, it is similar to D&D in that respect. And it's just tabletop roleplay. And it is in a system that my friend Sean, who I was playing with the other day, actually introduced me to. And the reason why I say like, you know, it's work for this game is like I like doing stuff like this, but I've actually taken a pass at this once before. Um a long time ago. Geez, back in 2017, I took a pass at this setting, and like in a different game engine because I don't think Mothership was around in 2017. If it was, we didn't know what it was. So I'm really excited because like I really have an interest in horror and survival horror. So thank you. I appreciate it. I do have an interest in survival horror, and if this like goes really well, I would. My friend Sean and I have like once before tried to like design like a survival horror exploration horror game because we're really big fans of Metroid as well. Back in the at one point we were very inspired by At the Mountains of Madness, and essentially we were just like, let's make our version of At the Mountains of Madness, the video game. Didn't get very far because if there's anything I have learned is that it is very hard to do anything because it is very it was part discipline, part management of time, part mental health. So, you know how that goes. Um, but if I ever got a chance, like we've taken a couple cracks at an engine before, and like really this stuff like this is like my effort to like do more proof of concept stuff. Is like to be like, can I actually put something down, right? Like, can I? And I actually make something finished. Malformation Games who hired me. Yeah. For me, my favorite survival horror games still are Resident Evil, probably the two make most recently, the two remake. Um Dead Space and Silent Hill. And that's why that's kind of what gave me the idea for the setting is like I really want to try to capture a lot of the passion and inspiration that I pull from those pieces of media to like kind of take my pass at a like a silent or at a survival horror game, as well as like I just recently reread Frankenstein, which I hadn't done in a long time, so I've like been ingesting a lot of media, like a lot of media again. October is an exciting month for me because I feel like October, I just get really inspired to do a lot of things because me and my friends really like horror media in general. We're very big horror fans. So I've already rewatched Alien and Aliens. I rewatched The Thing, which is really good. God, that movie's so good. Good. I'm gonna merge this down. Mm-hmm. That's true. But that's yeah, I agree. That's kind of what I'm going for. Is that I really am inspired by those things, and I want to try to take a crack, but with like a fresh mind about it, as well as like a couple things that I want to do. Ironically, one of the main reasons why Dead Space is a bit of a example, for example, is I don't think Dead Space is actually a very scary game. I love Dead Space, but I wished it leaned more into the horror. I think I want it to have more uh it more like a Silent Hill vibe personally, but like more just like contemplative horror to it. And that's something like me and my friends have a deep seated interest in is like horror writing. So, and I feel like I got my own ideas. So, have I beaten the game? I actually have not played the video game. I have seen it. I would be curious, but I actually have not played the video game. I've only seen the movie. Unless you mean Dead Space, to which I've probably beaten the first game like 3 times and the second game a half dozen times because I played that game a lot growing up, actually. Dead Space was actually the first horror game I ever played. I did not play horror games until actually around college, but I did play a lot of Dead Space in high school. That's where I got a lot of my exposure because believe it or not, I was a big scaredy cat. I was terrified of horror. Though weirdly enough, I always found it like fascinating. So much so that Alien was genuinely the first. I've beaten it once and went. I made it through it with James for Dead Space 3. um, I don't know what it was, but when I was a kid, I remembered being really scared of Alien, but like really wanting to like was interested in it because I don't know, like I thought it was a fascinating thing, I guess. So one day I was just like, "Can I watch Alien?" And my parents were like, "Want? Why do you want to watch Alien?" I was like, "I don't know, scary, and I'm tired of being scared by it." And then it was scary, and I got scared, and now it's one of my favorite pieces of media of all time. I have played Isolation. I have played all the way through Isolation, to which, boy, I really like Isolation. I have a story about Isolation of do not play Isolation this way. Even though it's so tempting, I did try it. I did try it for a moment as a bit, like 2 years ago. There is a VR mod for it. I recommend not doing that. That game made me want to die. Ah, gotcha. The only Alien games I played are Isolation. I played a little bit of AVP and I played a little bit of Colonial Marines. I've, I was very disappointed with Colonial Marines, but I think I would give it another shot. I was younger when I played it, so I was very like harsh on it. Not to say I would be any less harsh. I think I would still be harsh, but I'd at least have fun. But I definitely was like, man, I just want a good aliens game. um, but I haven't played Resurrection. I have not. I know nothing about it. No idea. What's in this? Maybe not that dark. It's good? Nice. That's good. What's funny is like I'm I it depends on the game for me. Wait, wait, how? Wait, what? How? Wait, you can plug your mouse into the PlayStation? That's wild. Oh my god. I will say we didn't get very far, but I did try to play Lifeline with my friends. You want a game that's really broken, that's really stupid. We didn't get very far. Lifeline is wild. It's Pokemon Snap the horror game. Not Pokemon Snap. It's not Pokemon Snap. It's Hey You Pikachu the horror game. You want some real wild you want something that's some real wild like gimmick shit. Oh my god. My younger brother told me about it. I think he actually beat it. We couldn't get very far cuz that game is unplayable in some ways. Oh no, it's not Nintendo. When I say it's Hey You Pikachu, it's a PlayStation 2 game that you hooked up a microphone to, and then you spoke to the characters to get them to do things. So when I say it's Hey You Pikachu, the horror game, it's not because it's Nintendo. You're good. It's wild. Definitely check it out. It's called Lifeline. It's a nightmare. And it's so broken. It's so broken. They tried. it did not work for us, but it was really fun and it was really funny. I do vaguely remember making the main character mad at me at one point because I wouldn't stop giving her commands that she could do. She would be like, "Stop it." I think she literally was like, "Shut up, that doesn't help." It is on PlayStation 2, correct. And it's called Lifeline. It has been ingrained into my brain. Which, thank you, grand brother. He is the one who told me about it, so it's great. It's a good time. There we go. I'm getting close. What time is it? I've been making pretty good time on this one. It's a little bit. Go for about after. YouTube. Thank you for working again, but that's not where I want you to be. There we go. I mean, there were so many. I feel like sometimes it's like there's a feeling of especially I feel like this was worse in the Xbox 360 era, in the PlayStation 3 era. Like it felt like why are there no video games? When like you look at the PlayStation 2 library and the PlayStation 2 had so many video games made. It was kind of absurd. We were quite spoiled. Um you know? But just kind of some more texture everywhere. I was kind of mentioning earlier, like this kind of style that I'm doing, I've never actually done the physical version of it. I've never actually done the physical version, so gotcha. Nice. I hope it was a good day of shooting. Good work. Thanks for stopping by. I'm glad, and I'll check out Ground Zeroes. Ground Zeroes. Ground Zero. I think it's just Ground Zero. I'll check out Ground Zero probably before the end of the month. Like I said, we usually do like a couple of one-offs for Halloween, and that might be one of our one-offs. So good night as well, Slime. Take it easy. I hope you can get some rest. I know you said you were up for a while, so definitely take it easy, my guy. Yeah, my person. Not my person. My person isn't here. She's sleeping. She is asleep. Wish her very many good dreams. Much rest. I know recently it has been a bit stressful. To be fair, it has been. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's hard out here. Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, and thanks for letting me know. I told Always remember, I always put it this way. Always remind me of something. I have a I don't even have a bad memory. I just have a bad habit, I think. It's more like a bad habit of, like, if somebody's like, hey, you know this thing? And I'm like, no. And they'll be like, what, this thing? And they'll show me. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that thing. I just, for some reason, my brain is very good at retaining information and very bad at recalling it. That's what it is. My brain is very bad at recall. I don't know why. It's always been that way. Yeah, sure. Definitely. I will. And congratulations. It's good to hear that you got to voice a voice in the game. I'm excited to see what character you play. There we go. Ooh, I like that texture that I've given everything. It really gives it that, like, it really gives it a worn look, is what I'm going for. It's a little bit blown out. Light is coming. It's exciting times. Honestly, it's exciting getting to meet people. Like, I'm trying to do more of the networking, and like it's still so bizarre to me that like I had a period where I just was like, I don't know how to network with people. I didn't want to like bug people a bunch, and yet, like, if I really think about it, like with things like Primal Carnage and stuff, I've been doing that for forever. But I didn't think anything about it. I just talked to people. I just talk to people. That's all it takes sometimes. You gotta talk to people. Turns out people make things. So if you just treat them like a person, they're a person. It's like me. I'm a person too. I promise. I'm not secretly a flying fox in glasses, I swear. Man, if I could be, I'd make a flying fox version of me. Finally, he admits it. They admit it. Oh, fuck. So I'd have to do it in my own special way. I couldn't do it in the generic way. My thing is I'm just not a big fan of that kind of style. I have my own style. I'm gonna go that way. I'm gonna do it my way. That said, I will admit, like I feel like I need to even apologize to one of my friends. Be like, I'll admit, if I came off harsh, I have been and am friends with plenty of people who are furries, and that's fine. And part of my dislike, I will actually say, their artwork has been getting better. Like I've been like, oh, actually, no, you've been doing your artwork has been coming out much better. So you know what? If they're gonna make good designs, I'm gonna appreciate good designs. I just never liked the designs before. That's it. I'm not a fan of them for a long time. They were not my cup of tea. That said, I know they are still not many people's cups of tea, so I am mainly just like, yeah. Make some pipes up here. Ooh, I actually really like how this came out. There we go. Next step. Kind of like that. I really like how that's coming out now. Next step. Don't want to lose that necessarily. Something like that. A line pulled out there. Yeah, I like how this is looking now. This is looking quite good. Darn. Like I said, I've been on some shit. I don't know what it's been. I feel like I've been doing overall, no matter what, no matter how I feel about anything, I skill wise have been improving a lot, like a lot. So no matter what happens, like no matter what goes where for whatever, like I know now I'm doing at this moment some of the best work I've ever done. Like genuinely, I think. I think that this is not just some of the best because it's better than anything I've done before. It's just I have been doing work good. Been doing work good. I think, you know, it shows. I think it shows. Oh yeah, I liked that. Hold on. Yes, like that. Light back there. Get a little light bouncing up there. Man, I think for a day, for like one of my drawing days, this has been also just in general. Even though I only got technically 2 drawings done, this has been one of my better drawing days, I think. Again, I kind of want to radiate out a little bit. A little darkness. I'm so excited for Saturday. I hope my friends just survive the week. That's the thing. Like, I definitely do not want to make them play if their lives are falling apart. Like, I don't. I don't. And it would be a real bummer. But my friends do matter, like, more than anything that I'm doing. They really do. So I hope that we can play, and I hope we can play because I hope their lives are okay, and I hope that everyone is okay for that matter. You know? Like I wanna vocalize this to be like if it ends up falling apart, I at least know this time I can say without a reasonable doubt that's whatever curse is following me when it comes to trying to run a tabletop game, along with whatever my fucking curse is. That it wasn't anything to do with my DMing. It had everything to do with time, and maybe it probably has always been that. It probably always has been actually. Like I do think I have been and am harsh on my DMing. Because I've had a pretty bad track record of not getting very far into games, even when it seems like people are having a good time. Like with the BattleTech game, Jackson was having a very good time and uh, was really enjoying the system. We were doing BattleTech, but Sean couldn't really get into the BattleTech system, and whilst he learned to tolerate it, like things just kind of happened in general, and life got kind of in the way, and it became really difficult for me to continue running that game. I tried running this game before, and kind of a similar issue. It felt like I tried to run a game, but the system wasn't gelling with everybody. And even though it seemed like I was doing fine as a GM, I couldn't really like my players were getting caught up on the game itself, and I was like, oh, okay. So I'm really hoping that because it sounds like my friends are enjoying the system. They're enjoying Mothership, both Sean and Jackson. Um, so if anything happens, it wasn't my fault. Hope everyone's lives improve too. I genuinely do. Anyone out there, I hope everyone's lives starts improving soon. We all really need an improvement to our general living situation, I feel like. Just saying. You don't gotta get into specifics, but I do think that we're due for a little bit of a break. A little bit of everyone. Uh-huh. Nah. Well, see, that's the problem. I don't think life just gets worse on its own. I think right now, specifically, life is pretty bad for everyone. Um, except for certain individuals. Again, we don't gotta get into it. But like I do think that right now in particular, it is just really tough. It's just a really tough time for everybody. So I'm saying like I genuinely don't mean like anything by it when I say like I hope everybody life wise starts, hope something happens. I hope something happens for everyone. Not just for me. Not just for me. Though I would really like something. I hope everybody like kind of turns a new corner, because God knows this corner has been going a while. And it's been affecting everyone. It's been affecting my friends. It's been affecting my family, loved ones. Like, I don't think it's just because life gets worse. I think it's because right now things are really, really, really tough for everyone. But always remember, it's tough for everyone now. And it's tough for a lot of people. And it's tough. And it's tough. And we're in it together. Always remember that. We're all in it together. Oh, only just now hitting ad 3. We're just only now hitting hour 3. I thought we had hit hour 3 a while ago. Damn. Break, ad break. Why it gotta be an ad break? Well, for everybody out there, if you're interested in this, you want to see the game, always remember the game is gonna be Saturdays now. It's gonna be Saturday evenings, around 7ish Central. If this is a cool thing, if you think this is cool, go check out the VOD. It's on YouTube on the VOD channel. Go check out the VOD audio logs I've been making. The Vodio logs, as I should call them. uh, yeah. Have fun in ads. Well, they don't start immediately. They take like a second. So we'll probably go a little bit longer. I'll definitely finish this, and then we'll be good. I mean, like I got the most important pictures done last week. And then next week, I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot to draw. I'm sure I'm gonna have a lot to draw next week. I think next week is gonna be busy. But this is also kind of the fun for me is like there will be some pictures that I'll have ready, hopefully. In the future, I'll have some pictures ready that the players won't know about. But then I'll be able to backfill because like things like the photograph of the Rosebud team, like that I can just post. This I can just post immediately because my friends have seen this technically. They've actually already seen this. Um like this is they've run into these people. They ran into this situation. So yeah, I've really enjoyed working on this, and I'm really glad people seem to be interested in it, and I'm really glad people have been stopping by to check it out. Like I think that's really nice. It's really cool. I appreciate y'all. I do. I say to the people who don't have ads and the VOD people. I mean, I do appreciate you still. It's just the people. I just appreciate the people. I just appreciate the people who don't, or I appreciate the people who have ads right now less than everyone else. What time is it? I think it's 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock. Probably put some finishing touches and then round it up. I think I've got about everything I can done today that I can accomplish for today. Which, hey, I got a lot done. At least I feel like I got a lot done. What can I say? I've been a busy little bee. That's good. Yeah, that's good. Internet is finding my shit somehow. That's good. I don't know how, but they're doing it. Look at that. Waiting for ads to. Oh, I should talk about what I ate today because I almost made dubious food and then it turned into really good food because I learned that I was eating parts of it I shouldn't. So, I've only worked with this like twice before, but the artichokes were on sale at the store and I was like, fuck it, I'll get some artichokes. I'm adventurous. I could make an artichoke. I could cook an artichoke. Which, welcome back everybody, every second now. Welcome back. But I was like, I could cook an artichoke. Artichokes are delicious. And then I looked at it and I was like, okay, so how do I do this? And once before I had tried, it went okay, but I didn't really know what I was doing. And this time I actually looked up like how to cut, like how to prep an artichoke, because artichokes are kind of weird. They're kind of weird. Um, and I prepped it this time, and I think I would prep it this way every single time. But so what I did, because I didn't know exactly how to cook it, and my go-to is to saute things. So I sauteed some onions and some sausage, some andouille sausage, and then I took the artichokes and I soaked them in oil, in olive oil, and in wine, in cooking wine, a white wine, and I let that. And when I finished sautéing, I threw the artichokes in with the meat, with the onions and the meat, and then I threw a can of tomatoes in there, and then let it simmer and put a lid over it to like kind of like simmer steam it. And I will say, at first, I tried it and I went, I don't know if I did this right, but what I learned is that, oh hey, that's because I was eating parts of the artichoke, even though I did prepare the artichoke correctly, I was eating a part of the artichoke that you literally just can't eat. And once I ate the other artichokes without eating that part, which was just like there was just like some of the outside, the toughest outside petals were still there, um, just because I was a little lazy. Once I stopped eating that, I was like, oh, these are delicious. So turns out, guys, when you eat only the edible parts of things, they taste better. Believe it or not. I love artichokes too, but I was a little intimidated because I think artichokes are intimidating. They're a little bit more of an intimidating vegetable. I don't think they are like straightforward to me anyways. They're not straightforward vegetables. They take a little bit of work. And I like me a straightforward vegetable, okay? I like me a broccoli. I like me a carrot. I have sautéing vegetables and I have roasting vegetables. I think next time I will try roasting the artichokes and see how that goes instead. I think that will go better because there's maybe a chance then I could maybe actually successfully cook the entire thing. Um, because usually my longest roasts are I will roast chicken and I'll put the chicken in the oven for about an hour and I'll probably roast the chicken with the artichokes immediately. Um, because man, artichokes are tough. Tasty but tough. This needs to be a little bit lighter. There you go, guys. That's how I learned that if you're gonna eat artichokes, don't eat all of the artichoke, because if you do that, you will more than likely feel like you're eating leather. That's what it felt like, eating bark. Don't eat the part of the artichoke that tastes like bark. You're not supposed to eat that part, apparently. And maybe you can't. I actually don't know if you can cook an artichoke all the way through. And again, what I did is I found a video, and the video had me sliced it into quarters, and then I took the quarters, and then I cut out. You rip the leaves off, dip them in melted butter. Ah, yeah, that's the thing. Is like, it was like, you don't want to keep the center because it was like all fuzzy, and I was like, oh, okay. So I cut out the center, center, so it's like the meat in between. Like, that's what I got, is the meat in between the outer side and the inner side. So I don't know if you can eat all the way down to the core, and if you can, then that fucking video lied to me. Lied to me. Can't believe it would do that. Oops. Too big. So yeah, artichokes, pretty good if you cook them correctly and don't eat the parts that aren't edible. They're pretty good. I have one more. I thought I was going to use both of them, but I was like, okay, this is actually a lot more than I was expecting. So I'm probably going to try it the next time I do chicken. I'm going to try throwing an artichoke into it and see how it goes. Because again, it like looks almost like I should treat it like a Brussels sprout. I'm wondering how. That's why I'm like, I wonder how they roast. It's like, they're interesting. They're weird. Girl asked me because she had, I guess, never had an artichoke before. I don't even know where artichokes are from. But she'd never had an artichoke before. She was asking me what they taste like, and I was like, they taste. At first, I was like, well, they taste like nothing. They taste like bland, and I was like, well, okay, no, they don't taste like bland. I found the flavor. I was eating it wrong because I was eating the whole entire thing instead of the only parts that you're supposed to eat. Um, they don't taste like nothing. They taste like artichokes. This is the problem. It's hard to describe what an artichoke tastes like because nothing tastes like an artichoke. Artichokes taste like artichokes. They don't really have. You can't just be like, they're sweet. They're not sweet. You want to know what I would describe? They're flowery. They taste like flowers, but like really good flowers. They have a floral flavor to them, and I don't think you can describe anything as floral other than anything that would be a flower. Like, they're not sweet. They're flowery. Flowery doesn't imply sweet. It implies something completely different. Like a texture almost. It was good. It was really good. I would do it again. Okay. I think I will call it. Because I want to be able to do some other stuff. It's already 10 o'clock. So, I'm going to wrap it up. I gotta do my thing. And I want to do a little bit of writing before I go to bed. I want to get this on the Miro board. What are my friends? This is what happens when we take a week off. There's gonna be even more shit now. Be like, what? There was not, because I think Sean joined the Miro board. He's like, oh, okay, so this is different. I was like, yeah, now there's gonna be even more shit. Like, wow, there's even more shit. I'm like, yeah, you let me sit for another fucking week. That's what I should do. Punishment for making me wait another week. Every rocks fall, the party dies. Start the game and immediately kill them. Sorry, your guys waited a week. They all starved in the middle of space. Don't know what to tell you. All right. Either way, I'm gonna do one more thing before we go. Let me clear all my shit. Go to my shit back. I should not do this way. Just stood up to do this. Ah, there we go. I like that I was like, I'll do finishing touches, and then like, I mean, I did, and then I was like, okay, I give up. I mean, this looks good. The things around me get damaged. I am a force of nature. Oh. I just noticed a scuff on my keyboard that I was like, how did that happen? Probably me moving it a bunch. That's how it goes. All right. Well, I'm gonna do one more thing before we go. For the end of every stream, we're gonna make a prompt together, and then I have to draw that prompt. If you want to participate, all you gotta do is type in chat, whatever chat says. I'll use as a reference, and then I gotta just share. I gotta share it before I read out. So, let me see. Let me see. Let me think. Looking down the long, spooky hallway stands an artichoke. Boy, I have to do this with a mouse. Oh no. Full of butter. Boy, I'm gonna really hate doing this one. I'm not gonna hate it, but I'm really gonna struggle with this one, I feel like. Oh. That's why it wouldn't work. Man, Windows, your shit is busted. Windows, your shit is busted. I swear to hell. Huh? It's fixed. Oh, Windows, you busted piece of shit. I'm beginning to learn. Is that how that works? Okay. All right. Oh, God. Spookiest thing of them all. No. No. Long, spooky hallway. With the door at the end. It's standing in front of it. Whatever will you do? It's perfect. How did I do this with the mouse? All right. Well, stick around to the very end, everybody. I also do a bit of a closing bit. We do raid at the end of every stream, so that way the vampires in our chat can keep watching. So everybody else out there, make sure to go lock your doors and windows because it is almost lunchtime for vampires. And thank you for joining, everybody. Hope you had a good time and you enjoyed the show. If you're able to join the live show, thank you for stopping by and chatting and watching. If you're watching this in the future, thank you for taking the time to go back and rewatching the VOD. We appreciate it. If you're out there and you enjoyed this and you want to see more of what we're up to, I recommend scrolling down below and following, or clicking any of the links. There's a link to an Instagram, there's a link to all the socials and the Discord. We post when we go live on any one of those platforms, as well as anything else that we're up to, and just generally come hang out with the rest of the community there. It's a good time on the Discord. Speaking of which, a shout out to our community out there and everyone who follows. You guys are a wonderful audience and we appreciate you. If we do anything particularly entertaining or noteworthy, feel free to clip it and share it on the internet. Just make sure to also hashtag with MCCanary, or link it back to the stream so people can find more of the good stuff we do here. And if you do want to see the stream grow, gotta let people know. I appreciate that people have been talking about the stream, and I encourage you guys to do it more. It does help us out, and it's just super rad that you guys have been willing to do that. And it just means a lot to me, because I don't do any other advertising other than the posts that I make, and I don't pay for any advertising. So the only other way people are able to learn about the stream is if you tell them. So go tell people about the stream. Go tell your friends about the stream. I won't. Keep hitting that button. I think it's because I added a thing. Yeah, that's muscle memory. And as always, a huge thank you to all of our supporters on Patreon, Coffee, and Twitch. Your generosity allows us to continue to expand the stream as well as take on more projects. And the stream is not made the stream would not be made possible without viewers like you. So we thank you. If you want to see your name added to this list, as well as a couple of the benefits you get, you could always subscribe directly on Twitch. Check out the Patreon and Coffee here. It'll show you everything that you can get, and any amount is always appreciated. Once again, thank you. And thank you to Amounts who went to job holding back the robot army and Brennan becoming famous. Thank you for coming and hanging out, everybody. It was a good time. Got a lot of good work done. Get you through housekeeping, get you on your way. Check out the rest of our friends at Goblin Entertainment. That link tree has links to everyone's channels, and everything that they've done and they've been up to, and the rest of my stuff here, which has everything that I post to. So if you want to see the VOD for the Mothership game or any of the audio logs I'm working on, go check out the VOD channel. So otherwise, go check everybody out in Goblin Entertainment and stick around. We'll go to somebody. I was looking and I'm like, I feel different. I feel like I've raided some of these guys very much recently. And others I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll go say hi to... I guess I have to make a decision. I guess I need to make a decision. You know... You know what? You know what? Wait. Wait, hold on. Hold on. Wait. Hold on. Hang on. You know what? Let's go say hi to Morgan. Why not? Let's go say hi to Morgan. She's doing... Phasma. She's the Phasmo. She's talking to ghosts. Let's go say hi to her. Say hi to ghosts. So, stick around for that. Otherwise, have yourselves a good evening. Take it easy. And remember, people just everywhere on the internet. People just on the internet. Have yourself an evening. Make sure to go hug your local vampire. They need it. Probably. Probably.